All right, it looks like we are live. All right, sounds good. Welcome back, everybody. This is Kickback Anime Discussions, the chillest podcast on the platform. And as always, I am one of your co hosts, RTL Faith. And we got a pretty interesting topic for you all here today. We are talking about the best master student relationships, the best master student tournament bracket. So this should be a fun one. And I have three guests, one returner, and two new guests here for you guys here today. And the first guest is, well, let's talk about our returner first. Our returning guest was our judge from our, I think, last episode in Hiruto.
Hey guys, what's up? Hirito here. Glad to be back.
All right, all right. You gonna tell them a little bit about yourself, Hiruto?
Okay, so in the last episode, everyone wanted to kill me because everyone wanted to win, and I judged based on class, basically. So anyway, hopefully this time everything's gonna be way better. And yeah, you guys should go check out my channel. I do a lot of stuff on anime, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. And I also write books. I believe last episode everyone wrote books.
Everybody wrote books. It just didn't have a title to anybody's book. Uh, oh, geez. Yeah, yeah. So that's Hiruto. He has good taste. I can vouch for him. So yes, sir. So we have two other guests here as well. These are newcomers on the Kickback podcast. First man here is NeohXo.
Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeohXo, and I'm glad to be a part of the podcast. Really cool people. We talk about some really interesting topics. And yeah, pretty much on my channel, I mainly cover Black Clover because that's the anime and manga that I'm most invested in. But I pretty much have seen and read pretty much all of the popular manga. And I like to analyze manga a lot. I like to reread them and yeah, stuff like that. Y'all probably will find at least one video you might like on my channel. So, yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That. Or to Nero.
I think RT Mike muted.
Oh my god.
Did he just go off?
I think so.
I mean, we live, so I guess we got to keep it running.
Keep it running.
Okay, so what do we do?
I mean, Nero, you're the only one who hasn't introduced yourself. So,
Oh, I guess
Okay.
he's having. I guess he's having issues. You know what I'm saying? This is your boy Nero. You know what I'm saying? What's good with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Street dude that love anime. Check out my channel. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much do Black Clover reviews, Boruto, Digimon. It's a lot of series. Sword Art Online, Seven Deadly Sins. Pretty much, I try to cover
Nice.
anything I like. What
Nice.
happened?
Yeah,
What?
awesome tastes.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Look, he scared me for a second. I'm looking out my window like, what's going on?
me and Nero, I was telling Nero this yesterday, but me and Nero have a lot of the same tastes, a lot of the same interests.
Yeah. So I mean, I pretty much watch every anime. I might not cover it all, but I'm pretty sure it's something on
Yeah.
this on my channel that y'all would like. So just give it a shout out, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe as well as these guys. Check out their channels too. They're great, 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 great people.
Hey,
Glad to work with them.
thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, man.
I am
No
back.
problem. No
Okay, so
problem.
what now?
I am back. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, you're back.
I am
You're back.
back.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
We
So,
ended up kind of going with the flow.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did a
you ran on
great
it.
job. Your boy didn't even have to host properly, and we still got introductions out of the way. You love to see it. You love to see it. But yeah, my mic disconnected, then it turned on my webcam and muted my mic. So I was like, why? Like, just why? All right. So yeah, so make sure to check out all three of them. Check out their channels, of course. Go on YouTube, check them out, of course. But yeah, this should be an interesting kickback episode, as you guys can see if you're rewatching the YouTube channel, you're rewatching on Twitch, or you're just listening on different podcast platforms. This should be a good one for all of us here today. And if you guys want to see the bracket, Neo, Nero, and Hiruto, if y'all want, I posted on Twitter the link. So if you ever want to check out the link, if you want to kind of keep up to date, feel free. But I'll pretty much be announcing everything, so it's not that crazy. But before we get started into this episode of Kickback, like I said before, we're doing something new. We are going to talk about some trending topics to keep everybody up to date. You know, we're normal people at the end of the day. We kind of want to know what's going on in the community. It doesn't necessarily have to be anime related. Even though I say that, have you guys heard about the situation with Act Age?
Act Age, no.
No, I haven't heard
What's
about
that?
All right. So I just found this out recently.
Sorry, I live in a box, so I have no idea.
Hey, bro, I live in a box too, but I saw it on Twitter. Like, a lot of people were making a big deal out of it. So I looked it up myself. Like, what is Act Age for one? So it's a manga. It's actually a pretty popular one. I just don't know anything about it. But the reason why it's kind of trending right now when it comes to the news is because the creator of Act Age was caught like fondling and molesting little young girls, like middle school, high school girls.
That's horrible right there, man.
That's definitely terrible.
Yeah, so people are very upset about it because this is a very popular manga, and this is the creator of the manga itself. So he got arrested.
Is that a shonen manga?
It might be. Just type
Because
in.
because I want to
Yeah,
say
it's a shonen. It's a shonen.
yeah, because Neverworld just posted a video. I ain't have a chance to watch it yet, but he just posted a video saying someone got arrested who does shonen manga.
That's probably
Yeah,
it.
it's
That's
shonen.
probably it. Like I said, this is a trending topic right now.
Wow.
It's
I think it's in Shonen Jump.
I think so too.
Well, you know his manga about to get canceled.
Facts.
Oh, def.
It don't matter how popular
there's probably
it was.
still gonna make money off the manga, but it's like, it's probably done because the creator's arrested. He's going to jail, so it's like, I mean, maybe his support team is gonna do stuff, but even then, it's kind of a weird situation for sure. Like,
And it's like, do you continue reading the manga if you loved it, or do you like drop it, or like what?
Yo, that's a tough one right there.
that is a tough one. Do you continue reading it despite like the creator of the, manga?
What's the name of the manga again?
Act Age.
Act Age.
How old is it? Or I mean, how many chapters is it?
I have no idea. That's in the wrong one. I never read it.
I
It
think
has,
it came out.
it has 12 volumes, though.
It came out in 2018.
Yeah.
It's pretty seasoned. It has a pretty good fan base, from what it looked like. That's why so many people are like talking about it, because it was a popular series.
Wow. Well, that series is dead. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's too much they could do to save it. There isn't. I mean, because you got people who's going to just stop reading it on the strength of what he did, regardless if he's the one still making it or someone else starts making it.
Yeah, but with that said, do you guys think it's like a good, like, do you think you should stop reading it? Because shouldn't you separate the creator from its creation? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I would say that you should continue reading it because, like, okay, I can understand that the creator did something bad, but, like, that's not the manga's fault, right? I mean, you can still read the manga, you can still read the story.
Yeah, I could go.
It's
for
just that, okay, yeah, it's kind of awkward because, like, the dude that created it did that, so you kind of feel weird reading his works and stuff. But, like, in my opinion, you can't blame the manga for something the creator did in the outside world, right?
Yeah.
Right, I see where you're coming from. If the story's good, the story's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. You're right.
It's definitely a tough situation. But for a fact, people who are new, like, are thinking about getting into Act Age after this, it's probably not going to gain any more fans after this. That's for a
Oh,
fact.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was a pretty interesting trending topic. I found out today, actually. Kind of dive into it. I guess another trending topic that I did see. Oh, not a trendy topic. It's a question. More, it was just a question, just general question. I didn't feel. I didn't. Other news really wasn't that interesting. But if you guys had to name your top 5 fast food restaurants, what would they be?
Oh, let's see.
McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Checkers, and I put Subway on the when you gotta eat fresh.
Really?
Definitely.
I don't even consider Subway fast food, but
Yeah, it is fast food.
I mean, it is fast.
It is fast.
shit. Add Chick-fil-A to my list. Take off Burger King.
You take off McDonald's, bro.
Yeah, take off. Yeah, McDonald's.
McDonald's is too iconic.
Yeah, but
Nah,
it's
man,
like
keep McDonald's
they
in
stopped trying, like especially in the areas I've been in. The ice cream machine is never working.
Facts, man.
Like
Fact.
it's never working, bro. How do you
Yeah.
for years at every McDonald's restaurant it doesn't work? How has
Like-
that happened?
Like you should see people faces when they be like, "It's working." Like people are just like, "Oh shit, I got ice cream."
It's like it's Christmas today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they don't really a lot. Like I would say their fries is usually pretty good, but sometimes they don't try with their like food, and the workers don't really care.
But like, bruh, the McFlurries are to die for.
When the ice cream machine is working, yes,
Yes.
but yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
Well, let me see. For me, it'll probably be McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, Subway, and Burger King.
okay. Heard a lot of Burger King love, Subway love too.
Shit, I ain't really no fan of Burger King. I mean, I could eat it, like it's like once in a while, but I think like the same thing you were saying about McDonald's, I feel the same way
Yeah.
about them. It's like hit and miss, you know.
I heard they had a new burger. It's like a double XL bacon cheeseburger, and it's supposed to be like ridiculously good. That's what I heard.
Wow.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah, I gotta check that out too. But I'm gonna name my 5 while Nero still thinks about it. My 5, Taco Bell's in there. I love Taco Bell. Chick-fil-A is definitely in there. Five Guys. Always has
Yes.
great food. Five Guys. I like Chipotle. I do like Chipotle. And I need one more. I don't really know. What should I don't know what I should give the last one. Sonic has good breakfast, and usually their desserts and drinks are really good too.
Yeah, that's what I had on mine.
Man,
That's
give it to
what
KFC.
I don't really eat KFC like that, not gonna lie. Oh, New York Styles Pizza. I'm counting New York Styles Pizza.
Well, shoot, if I gotta do mine,
Okay, then.
Five Guys, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Jersey Mike's, and I guess for my 5th one, Arby's.
Five Guys go hard, but they expensive.
Yes,
Facts.
they are.
But
Yeah,
they
they
give
are.
you crazy amount of fries.
You
Yeah.
make me want some now, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get some after this.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Like, shit, they only 5 minutes away. You know.
Bro, yeah, I was watching a video about fast food, and then I posted on Twitter, what's the best fast food restaurant? Taco Bell, Wendy's, or McDonald's? So I was like, hey, fast food on the mind, you know? All right. But, yeah, those are some of the trending topics we talked about. And I'm sure everybody's waiting. So let's start talking about some anime. Let's talk about some master-student relationships. Sensei and the student. We got some of the best, especially in shonen. So let's talk about our first matchup here. All right. First matchup is from the series, respectively. I'll let you guys guess if you guys are not sure what the master-student relationship is. Katakeo Hitman Reborn. Have you guys watched it?
Nope.
Nah,
Negative.
Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep as hell, bro.
nah. I actually heard a lot of good things about it. There's so many anime. It's like you can only watch so many at a time. But
Exactly.
one day I'm gonna definitely get to it.
Well, if you're trying to watch a top tier show, then you know what I'm saying. Put on Hitman Reborn. Literally one of my favorite protagonists in shonen. I like the protagonist in this series more than Asta. Hands down.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I like Asta, but I like Suna way more than Asta. Also, I think Katakeo Hitman Reborn has the best group in shonen. Like, better than the Straw Hats, better than the Black Bulls as well. So, very high praise. The other series is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2. Y'all, have you guys seen that?
Man, I haven't even watched the first JoJo's.
Yeah.
What about
I
y'all?
I haven't sat down and watched JoJo's, but like I have seen some clips, so I don't really have any context to those clips at all. But the clips I seen look good.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Like, I really want to give it a try, but there's so many animes I'm watching right now.
I'm just not a fan of the art style for JoJo. It's just
Yeah, they look square.
They are
the art-
square, very macho.
yeah, the art style just kind of it's a turn off, you know.
I could appreciate it because it's at some point anime has to stand out and look different, and the fact that y'all brought up the art style means it's looking different.
All right, and JoJo's is good.
Man, you want art style? Go watch Special A. Those guys are like giraffes.
Yeah. I will say this, since it seems like I'm the only one who watched both series, I'll make a quick decision for all of us. And the master-student relationship between Suna and Reborn is better. And we'll just move on from there. Alright, so these two series,
I am not even surprised.
at the very least, you guys see these two series. One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. We got Gon and Kite.
Oh, definitely.
Versus Riley and Luffy.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with
I
Kite.
don't-
I'm gonna go with Kite. And
I'm gonna go with Kite and going too.
Really?
I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, I'm just gonna say Luffy and Rayleigh because I haven't reached that part of Hunter x Hunter. I only watched like the first 25 episodes. Like, I just got past the Hunter exam.
I can say the same thing. Like I'm choosing this because I haven't got to that point in One Piece either. I've only watched like the first few episodes. I don't know how many, like probably less than 50, more than 20, I want to say.
Oh yeah, you're nowhere close. You're nowhere close to meeting
Like-
Riley.
I mean, I chose Kite because I feel like even before Gon was his student, he was always watching over him. I don't know if y'all remember the part where Gon gets attacked by the bear as a little kid,
Yeah.
and Kite is there watching over him before he's even considering being his teacher or anything like that. He's just doing a favor to the father. So I felt like that's like a genuine bond, you know.
Yeah, I like the fact how whenever Gon found out what happened to Kite, like he went off, and you could tell that they had such a good relationship because he was willing to literally throw away his humanity just for vengeance for his master.
Oh, he did throw it away. It was gone.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll say Gon and Kite as well. Silver's Riley and Luffy is good. It does need more like exposition, I guess, between these two. Like,
They didn't get enough screen time, right?
yeah.
Like the relationship between the two didn't have much screen time, but like they did have a good connection since the very beginning.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, we'll go Gon and Kite. All right, next matchup is from Assassination Classroom, and the other one is from Gintama. All right, have you guys seen Assassination Classroom?
I've seen season 1.
Okay, that's good
I've seen
enough.
a couple episodes.
Yeah, about to say season 1 I've seen.
Y'all didn't see season 2. What's wrong? Y'all see the best fight is in season 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I heard about that.
Yeah, the Nagisa versus Karma. That fight was good. That fight was good.
Man,
All right. And what about Gintama?
I've watched
I ain't never seen.
I've
none
watched
of
2 episodes.
Yeah, I hear it's an amazing series though. The only reason I didn't watch it because at first people were saying it was like a fake Inuyasha when it first came out. So I was like one of those
That's
people
funny.
who like listened to everybody, and I just didn't watch it. But then like I started hearing other people talk about it, and I was like, this shit doesn't sound anything like Inuyasha.
Oh no, this is a parody series through and through. Like it is the funniest shonen I've ever seen, and it's my favorite shonen anime of all
So is
time.
it funny? Is it funnier than One Punch Man?
It's hands down, bro. There's a scene where the main character Gintoki. So they're all lost on an island, right? I always tell people this scene because it kind of highlights the comedy in this series, and this is just one of the scenes. There's a scene where everybody's lost on the island. Nobody knows where everybody is. So some of the characters go searching for everybody, and the main character thought he was all alone. So my man was trying to do the Kamehameha and tried his hardest to do the Kamehameha, and he was like going, and it was doing it super slow, like Kamehameha. And the dudes were just watching and saying, "Bro, are you an idiot?" And then he looked all sad, right? And then he looked all sad and defeated because they caught him doing that, bro.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I think that's pretty cool. That like that's one of everybody's favorite moments because like even though I haven't seen the show, every time people talk about it, they always bring up that part.
Yeah, like, and there's another part where they have to decide whether or not they should use sandpaper to wipe their asses, bro.
Ooh, that sounds a bit rough.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. This show is hilarious. But the master-student relationships is Nagisa, the main character of Assassination Classroom, and obviously Koro Sensei, like the figurehead of this series itself. And then Gintoki and Shoyo, which is Gintoki is the protagonist and Shoyo is his master. So these are the matchups between these two. I know they haven't seen a lot about Gintama, so it's really hard for them to judge Gintama properly. But from what you guys seen from Assassination Classroom, what do you all think about Nagisa and Koro Sensei's relationship?
Well, honestly, I would say give it to Gintama just because that thing you just said, that line you said, that scene was just funny as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, there's so many anime references in Gintama.
Facts. Every show that you could think about has a reference. One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, and goes on and on.
Yeah, but Gintama has way too many.
I'd say go on with Gintama too, considering like I've heard about that part too, and that's more than I've heard about Assassination Classroom.
Fair enough. I will say this about Assassination Classroom: the relationship between Koro Sensei and Nagisa, because you meet Nagisa in the first episode, right? And Nagisa tries to kill himself at the very first episode. You guys remember that scene?
Yeah.
Like, he got a bunch of grenades and tries to kill Koro Sensei. Because if you haven't watched Assassination Classroom, the entire premise is they have a class of delinquents, and the class of delinquents' job is to try to kill their teacher because their teacher is supposed to destroy the world. So that's the premise of the story. And the teacher is like a tentacle monster who can move at the speed of sound. It's a very unique story, like, for sure.
That was the main reason I didn't really like it. I kind of couldn't get into it. I didn't like his design as a one of the big baddies, you know.
But he's not a baddie.
But it wasn't really bad though.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah, but they portrayed him like that in the first season.
They did that on purpose. Because once you learn more about his backstory, you realize what type of person he really is in his entire story. Because Nagisa starts out as a character who doesn't care about anything, doesn't even care about his life, And by the time they ended the story, he's the most dangerous person in the classroom. He is the most dangerous individual in the classroom because of Koro Sensei's teachings. And he's dangerous because he's literally like a top tier assassin by the time they end the series. So
Right.
Whoa.
Nagisa definitely takes a huge change from the episode 1 until the last episode. And I'm not gonna spoil you guys about what he does by the time they end the series, but let's just say you guys remember Karma, right?
Yeah.
Karma is like a big badass who's like very like a prodigy in fighting and stuff like that.
You were saying they have a battle against one another in the second season?
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, Nagisa and Karma fought, and Nagisa technically won. So that just tells you his growth as a character. But for this, yeah, let's give it a Gitsuki, because even with all that said, I just want to give some credit to Nagisa and Koro Sensei, of course. All right, so the next series is Fire Force and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You guys seen these two series?
Yeah.
That's not even fair right there, man. That's not fair.
All right. So
Man,
why don't you guys?
I haven't even watched Fire Force.
All right, what's from the people who've seen Fire Force? What do you think is the master-student relationship here?
Obi and Shinra.
That's not the one I picked because I think there's one that's a little bit better when it comes to Shinra's development. But Obi, I was thinking about Obi. I picked Shinra and Benimaru.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Shinra
Which one was Benimaru?
He was the one who remember he went way up in the sky and you heard the anime have like this crazy sound effect when he blew away the demon.
The guy who kind of reminds you of Kapachi, the guy with the Squad 8. Oh no, Squad 7, I want to say.
Yeah, he's the captain. And he's a complete badass. The biggest
yeah.
stories.
Yeah, they haven't really touched on him too much in the second season, but yeah, first season he was raw.
He basically taught Shinra how to use that little finger technique.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and do you guys want to guess the relationship in FMA Brotherhood?
Let me guess. It's gonna be Edward and Mustang. Is his name Mustang?
No, that's not correct. But you were correct about the Edward part.
Don't say General Hughes.
No.
Oh, their master, the girl, the lady with the braids who had a baby and tried to bring it back.
You gotta be right this time.
Yeah, exactly. That's her. It's yeah, she's the one who taught Edward alchemy and how to use it properly. And she's like a prodigy and ridiculously strong for some reason. So
and she got a wounded body and she still was fighting her ass off at the end of the series.
Yeah, she's something else. So it's Shinra and Benimaru versus Edward, and I don't know why I'm blanking on her name, but teacher. He literally only calls her teacher anyway.
Yeah,
I'm about to say that's what they called her, teacher.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, you all think we got one vote for Edward and teacher?
I'm gonna put my vote toward Edward and teacher.
Oh,
man, this shit is this a hard one, man, because you know what I'm saying? That dude from Fire Force, he was pretty badass, man. Like,
yeah,
and
but we're judging the relationship between the master and student. You think it's better than Edward and teachers?
Well, see, every time they show Edward and the teacher, Edward would mess up somewhere and she would just hit the hell out of him. So it's kind of hard to say that was a good relationship. Like, I just recall her punching him a lot. And I, you know, with him, it was like he talked. I'm gonna go with Shinra, man. Shinra, no.
All right.
I'm gonna switch it up, man.
We got one vote for Shinra and Benimaru. I'll go with Edward and teacher as well, personally.
Nice.
So yeah, we have them moving on. So we got the next side of the bracket. These are all very popular series, except one. You guys might not know one of these series. So first is Yu Yu Hakusho, and the other one is Naruto. So, do you guys want to guess the relationship in Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yes, Yusuke Urameshi and Genkai.
There you go. Hey, it's pretty simple at the end of the day. All right, what about Naruto?
Naruto and Jarya.
Oh, there you go. All right, I thought you guys were going to say Naruto and Kakashi or something.
Nah,
fam.
No
All
way.
right. So, what is the best master student relationship? Yusuke and
Naruto and
Genkai.
Jiraiya.
Naruto
Hell,
and Jiraiya.
Yusuke and Genkai.
All right, make your case,
RTL
Nero.
break the tie.
No, get Nero. Make your case. Make your case, Nero.
All right, so for me, I love Jarya and Naruto as well. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like their relationship was way better because there was a part where she told him, like, you know, in order for you to inherit my power, because she's passing her power down to Yusuke, she said, "You have to take my life." And then, you know, I'm gonna give you time to make this decision. She walks off. He comes back to her, and he was like, "Yo, if I gotta take your life in order to gain power, I don't want it." That's a deep ass bond. Then she says, like, "Well, you passed the test. I'm gonna give you my power." I didn't want someone who would just turn it down. That means that person would be a sissy. And then I didn't want someone who would say yeah because that means they were heartless. And like I felt like that, man, that moment was just epic. And then when she actually does die in his arms, and she like says her final words, I felt like that was way more impactful than Jiraiya's death. Don't get me wrong, Jiraiya's death was amazing, but her death, like she died to her best friend, her lover, right in his arms, like yo, and she came there knowing she would die and knowing that she would pass her power on to her student. I just thought that whole thing was amazing. She sacrificed everything for her student. I don't know how many of y'all actually watched the series, man, but like that's my favorite series of all time. So you knew Yu Yu Hakusho was going to win this.
Hey, you made a pretty good case.
All right, let me make my point.
Yeah.
Let me make my point.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so the fact that Jiraiya and was pretty much in my opinion, he was like a father figure to Naruto. He literally passed down the jutsu, the Rasengan, to Naruto, and we had like a whole bonding arc with Naruto and Jiraiya. And then whenever Jiraiya finally has his final battle against Pain, and Pain was his former student, that was sad. First off, because it's kind of like Nagato, Pain, and Naruto kind of like parallel each other in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
And so that's also adding to the fact that Jiraiya was just a good master in general, because he honestly didn't want to, he didn't want to kill his previous students. So he had the opportunity to basically escape, but instead of escaping, he chose to write down the final message because it was urgent. So he basically gave up his life. And whenever Naruto found out, I think that scene with Naruto sitting on the bench crying, I think that really touched him. Like I felt that when Jiraiya died because he was such a popular character, and I feel like I felt that a
Yeah.
lot. I have to give this to Jiraiya and Naruto.
All right, so hear me out on this one.
All right.
Bro,
So
how can you come back after all that I just said, bro?
listen. You got me in my feelings right now. I almost wanted to give you a hug right there. But listen, I feel like, as far as Jiraiya and Naruto, it was predestined. You know what I'm saying? Like these people told Jiraiya he would find the chosen one. So pretty much, it wasn't like he chose to teach Naruto. He assumed like, yo, this may be the child that I'm meant to make the chosen one. So that's who's to say he really wanted to teach Naruto, as opposed to he felt like he had to because his future was predestined by the frogs. As opposed,
I can say something about that though.
as opposed to with Yusuke, she wanted to be left alone. She chose to be in isolation. She didn't know anything about the future, what would happen, anything. A kid just happened to come along her steps, and he ended up becoming her student. Naruto just feel like it was all destiny, predestined from the start. Jiraiya would run into the kid of prophecy. He would train that kid of prophecy, and that kid would change the world. As opposed to Yu Yu Hakusho, everything happened by accident. It was no planning. It was no reasoning. It just happened.
Man, okay. Now let me go for Naruto and Jiraiya. Like I can see where you're coming from, but like basically Jiraiya didn't really have. Okay, I can get that he had the prophecy that he will find the chosen one, like the child of prophecy, but it you said that he didn't really want to train Naruto. He just did it because of the prophecy, right? Well, he actually did. First of all, Jiraiya was one of the few people who knew Naruto's true identity. Because not many people knew that Naruto was Minato's son. So we know that Jiraiya actually trained Minato before, and now he was training Naruto. So basically, even though he didn't have that prophecy, he would have still trained Naruto for the simple fact that Naruto was Minato's son, right?
Like,
Because that's just how the way the thing was gonna be. Now later on, you have to think about the fact that Jiraiya not only trained Naruto because he wanted Naruto to be strong, but also because there was the Akatsuki that was going after Naruto, and Jiraiya knew that. So Jiraiya put his whole life on the line. Like the guy could go and fight off the whole Akatsuki just to protect Naruto. Like
okay,
he showed that at the beginning when Itachi and Kisame came for Naruto, and Jiraiya came in, right?
but I mean, but you got to think about this. Think of how much, like when Jiraiya first got introduced in Naruto, and Naruto was trying to get him to train him. He avoided Naruto as much as he could. He kept the only reason he trained Naruto because Naruto was too persistent. He just kept coming like, "Yo, you're gonna teach me. You're gonna teach me," or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that he wanted to train Naruto. I feel like it was forced upon him. He
I
didn't
think
have a
that
choice.
actually adds to the story later on due to the fact that him not wanting to do that ultimately shows character growth because he had to grow on beyond that belief.
Yeah.
So I think that actually makes it better.
Oh man, you know what? I mean, everybody entitled to their opinion. You know, we could go back and forth with this all day, especially when it's Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, I'm saying to myself right now, like, I'm gonna get these dudes to choose my side. You know what I'm saying? But I know we had to keep it short.
Yeah, this was a good debate. Honestly, this is very tough. Like Naruto and Jiraiya versus Genkai and Yusuke Urameshi. Like they both of their masters died. Both of these characters were trained vividly to become stronger because of their masters. It's a tough decision. We'll put this on hold and move on because I don't even know. All right.
Coward.
Hey, it is what it is. Next two matchups, next two series. We got My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball Z. What is the My Hero Academia relationship? This should be easy.
Midoriya,
All
and
Might and Midoriya.
Yeah, like hands down, obviously. What about Dragon Ball Z? This should be easy as well.
Master Roshi and Goku.
There you go. There you go. All right. What is the best master-student relationship? Master Roshi and Goku, or Deku and All Might?
Master Roshi and Goku.
Definitely.
Yeah, I gotta go with that one too.
Oh, domination. No love for Deku and All Might. Okay.
I mean, come on. When it comes to All Might and Deku, it's not that relationship is bad, but like when it comes to the relationship with Goku and Master Roshi, it just had more depth than All Might and Deku. I mean, what did All Might and Deku basically do? Deku just wanted to become a hero, and yeah, All Might saw the potential that Deku had, so he decided to pass on the power, and then made him train by cleaning the whole beach. Okay, that's like basically it. But like Master
Yeah.
Roshi saw Goku's resolve, and not just Goku. There was also what's his name again?
Krillin.
Krillin. Yeah. So both of them, you saw both of their resolves that like how much they wanted to get stronger. So Master Roshi then devoted himself and his piece to train both of them.
And then
And in the end, they did become super strong.
and then just the fact that Master Roshi, he was like he like pretty much nurtured their minds as well, like to the point
Exactly.
where he said, "I don't want my students to get cocky and arrogant and feel like they're stronger than everyone else." He entered the tournament just and disguised himself just to show them that there's stronger people out in the world than just them.
Exactly.
And I just thought that was an amazing moment. You know,
Yeah, top tier moment for sure.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I do love the relationship between Deku and All Might.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had some really good points. Yeah.
yeah, I
They
love
had
it.
some really good points, but Master Roshi and Goku is just beautiful.
Okay.
Like, really one of my favorites.
All right, a lot of Master Roshi and Goku love. All right, you love to see it. Next matchup. All right, so I don't. This is one of the series that I don't know if you guys seen because it's probably just as underrated as Katake Hime Reborn are. This is not well known in the modern age of shonen. Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Have you guys seen it?
I've
I have
never
not
heard of
seen it.
that.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's a martial arts shonen. The story is Kenichi. He's a kind of a kind of a nobody. He's not really good at anything. He just kind of sucks at a lot of stuff. and then he comes across this girl, and the girl is getting like harassed a little bit, and he's kind of noble. He's a good guy, so he tries to save her, but he's not able to do anything. But she kicks all their butts, so she didn't even need help in the first place. But she appreciated his kindness, and he finds out that she lives at a dojo where there's like 7 different masters of martial arts, and the entire story is about how he becomes the best disciple under those masters and turns from a nobody to a huge somebody. So it's a huge martial arts series. Pretty good. I highly recommend it. Really enjoy it. 50-50
That
episodes
sounds
in
good.
the anime. 50
I'll
episodes.
probably end up checking it out.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's definitely enjoyable. And it's like nothing's really crazy unrealistic besides the masters. The masters are pretty OP. But they're up against Demon Slayer. And the master student relationship in Demon Slayer is Tanjiro and the guy that taught him how to use a sword. Forgot his name, but the guy with the mask.
Urokodaki.
Yeah,
His name is Urokodaki.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Daki. I don't know if you're counting what we read in a manga or
Nope,
only
we ain't counting that. No manga spoilers here.
All right, so I mean, even going back just to anime, you know what I'm saying? The fact that this guy is willing to die for his student that he's only known for such a short amount of time, if his sister was to consume a human, I think that in itself is just a genuine bond. Like, he's just saying, like, yo, I know for a fact that this girl won't touch or anybody. If she do, I'll commit suicide. Which is, I mean, of course, they got another name for it over there. I can't really remember it right now.
Senpoku. Huh? Yeah.
So it's pretty much when you vow, you make a promise, and if it's broken, you'll take your life. And the fact that he's willing to do that for someone, he only pretty much lived with Tanjiro and his sister Nezuko for 2 years. So within 2 years, he made a bond strong enough to risk his life for. And who knows, it could have been even shorter time than that when he sent the letter off. We don't know the exact time he sent that letter.
Exactly.
All right.
And
well,
I'm gonna go with that too. Tanjiro and Urokodaki for me too.
I'm gonna go with that too.
Pretty easy one. All right, last series of the first round. Wait, you guys definitely know these series. If you don't, then I'll be very disappointed in all of you. We got Black Clover versus Bleach. And we all know the Black Clover one, right?
Captain Yami and Asta.
There we go. And then Bleach. This might be a little questionable. Do you guys not questionable, but a little tricky? Bleach, you guys remember the Bleach one?
Yeah, because Ichigo has several leaders.
Ichigo and what's his name again?
Urahara.
Urahara.
Yeah.
Ichigo and Urahara. So we got Asa and Yami versus Ichigo and Urahara. Who has the best master-student relationship?
Honestly,
Yami and Asta.
Yeah, because
you can't count the manga. You can't count the manga.
I'm not even counting the manga. It's just that and Ichigo and Urahara, like, he had a lot of deception within his training. He didn't reveal stuff. Like, he ain't tell him like, yo, I'm using Rukia's body to have the soul stone in and all that stuff. Like, there was too much deception, I feel. I don't even think that was more so a master-student relationship, more so as something I can use to help, benefit my own ends, my own means. That's how I feel as far as their relationship. Yeah. Granted, Ichigo got stronger in the process, but it was more so for his own, his own goals, as opposed to Asta and Yami. Like, yo, Yami took the chance to pick Asta when no one else would. He gave a kid without a fighting chance a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion, but I'm pretty sure they got just as good opinions.
I'm gonna go with Asta and Yami.
I feel like I don't even have to explain it. It's a straight up Asta and Yami.
Okay. Yep. Clean sweep. All right, Kisuke.
I love how RTL didn't have to vote for like the past 3 series.
Yeah, facts, bro. Hey, it is what it is. All right, now I do have to kind of figure out this Genkai Yusuke versus Naruto and Jiraiya.
Naruto and Jiraiya.
I mean, it's
Oh,
already 2-1.
oh, yo, what, come on, man. You can't hate on it. Yo. I'm telling you, man. Yusuke Urameshi, man.
All right, so I did a quick poll, and Naruto and Jiraiya is winning, so I'm gonna pick Naruto Jiraiya.
Nice.
Oh, you can't base the poll on that. You can't base it on that.
hey, hey.
The audience has spoken.
Oh,
it is
man.
what it is.
I've been robbed, man. They robbed me, man.
It is what it is, bro.
Yo, hold on. Give me one more moment to plead my case. You know what I'm saying?
Not too late.
Oh man, come on, they're cheating us.
All right, we gotta move on to the second round. Second round, we got Suna and Reborn. That is from Katsuki of Hitman Reborn. They're asleep because they haven't watched it. And Kite versus Gon. Since you guys haven't watched Reborn and Suna, like, if I could go in, bro. I could go uber in, bro. But you guys
It's
haven't
biased.
watched it.
It's gonna be biased 100% since we haven't even seen it.
Yeah, so I'll just let it
Nah.
ride.
You know what? I'm gonna vote on your side on the strength that these guys make Yusuke lose. So if you want Kite to lose, let me know. I'm on your side, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, let's just be fair. Let's have cut. Sooner Reborn, I would say, is the best relationship on this entire bracket, hands down. But you guys haven't seen Hitman Reborn, so it is what it is. But all right, next one. We got Gintoki and Shoyo versus Edward and Teacher. I know you guys haven't really seen Gintama either, so we could just have Edward and Teacher move on.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Edward and Teacher. All right. Now this side of the bracket. Naruto and Jiraiya versus Goku and Master Roshi.
That's tough.
Man.
No, the hell it ain't. Hey, man,
No, now you just want revenge.
I'm just saying, man. This ain't a tough one. You know what I'm saying? I can't say.
I mean, come on.
I'm gonna say Naruto and Jiraiya.
Yes.
But can you see something like both relationships are so similar to each other? Both masters are perverts and both students are idiots.
Yeah, but Roshi never died.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about it while I was.
What does
quiet,
that have to do like the relationship between the master and the student?
Hey.
Nah, Roshi did die.
Wait, what?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he died to Majin Buu. Majin Buu killed the whole planet.
Oh, bro, he came back to life. All right.
But he died.
Come on.
He didn't stay dead.
Dragon Ball universe is just broken, okay? When someone dies, you don't even cry anymore because, like, bro, they're gonna come back in like an episode or two.
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna
thing
give it
is,
to
I
Naruto
feel
and
like
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya developed Naruto's character more than Roshi developed Goku's character.
Definitely.
Fact. Even to this day now, Naruto is still influenced by Jiraiya's teachings.
Yeah, and Goku is just an idiot, so it didn't really change.
Honestly, I feel like Goku was smarter as a child and got dumber, so you could say Master Roshi kind of stunt his growth. You know?
Bro, he said Master Roshi studied his growth. Yeah. All right, so we got 2 votes for Naruto and Jiraiya. What do y'all think, Kirito and Neo?
Yeah, Naruto and Jiraiya, definitely.
Yeah, for a fact.
Sweep. Okay. Sweep.
Wow. First unanimous vote.
Interesting one here. We got Tanjiro and Mass Dude versus Asta and Yami.
Ah, damn.
Is it really that tough? Because I'm going Asta. Oh, to be fair, I haven't seen it a lot in the manga for that dude, but I'm going
Asta and Yami.
Yeah, I'm going Asta and Yami too. I mean, I think that
I don't even need to say my point anymore. It's already been decided.
Yeah, you're probably. Yeah, I'm guessing the biggest point is something in the manga that he did, but even something in the manga that happened for Asa and Yami is crazy. So it's like, either way, they got a lot of feats even more in the manga.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the Asta and Yami is just woo.
Ooh, this is a Final Four. We're at our Final Four for master and student relationships. Suna and Reborn probably would have won this whole bracket if they watched it, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. The semifinals. We got Kite and Gon versus Edward and Teacher.
Kite and going.
I'm gonna say Edward and Teacher.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Edward and Teacher as well.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like Kite and Gon's relationship was good, but Kite
But it
didn't
was
really
tr-
teach him that much. You know, he was just like.
But I
A
felt like
role
their
model.
bond was. I felt like their bond was stronger than Edward and Teacher.
That is a point, but
Word and teacher.
wait, what'd you say?
It's...
He sound like a robot.
Yeah, for a second, you sounded like a robot again. One more time, Hiruto.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I swear it sounded like you said.
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I'm about to say he was like Edward and Teacher.
That's what I heard, bro. That's what I heard, bro. Yeah, I think like Kite and Gon, you could definitely the bond is stronger considering Gon almost died because of Kite, but they were with each other less. And Teacher taught Edward so much. Like Edward was a naive kid who pretty much killed his brother and tried to revive his mother and didn't know anything about alchemy. And then Teacher came along and taught him everything he knew, and he became like, an alchemist. And
Yeah.
he grew up really fast after meeting Teacher. And she showed up at the end of the series, both in normal form, Metal Alchemist, and Brotherhood. She showed up
And
to the end of
kicked
the
ass.
series.
And
Exactly.
kicked ass.
Showed up, helped the boys out, made sure they survived. Yeah.
And I felt like we learned more about her character than we learned about Kite's character. I mean, for the most part, Kite's a mystery because as soon as we really learned about, as soon as we start to learn about him, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Hiruto, what's your vote?
Edward and teacher for me.
Edward and Teacher moves on. Sorry, Kite and Gon. Yeah, you just weren't hitting the spot. Alright, so this is a tough one. This is a tough one. We got
No, it ain't.
alright. We got Naruto and Jiraiya versus Asta and Yami.
Naruto and Jarya.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Woo. And we're only going based off the anime.
Yep.
That's not fair. So, like, hey, I mean, all right. Low key, you can use your manga knowledge, but you can't talk about manga spoilers.
All right, so
I didn't even read the manga, so
I mean, I'm gonna give it to Yami and Asta on the strength that. All right, so hear me out. I know people probably going crazy, like, yo, we gonna get this dude when this video is over. But I feel like even
cancel Nero.
even if Jiraiya didn't choose to teach Naruto, he still would have he was already a ninja and he would have continued to be a ninja. You know what I'm saying? With Asta, had Yami not chose Asta, he would have never made it into the Magic Knights. So he created Asta's future as opposed to Naruto and Jiraiya. Jiraiya just guided his path. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because also
in a way it makes sense, but like if you got to think about something else though. You got to think about how much impact Jiraiya actually had on Naruto. For the first thing is like, without Jiraiya, Naruto wouldn't have learned the Rasengan, which meant he wouldn't have learned the Rasen Shuriken. Right?
All right, to combat that real quick, without Yami, Asa wouldn't have learned Ki, and he wouldn't have learned the Black Form.
Exactly.
So, hey, they both. They both taught him something, bro. They both taught him something important. And Ki is arguably more important than the it's tough because Naruto uses a lot of Rasengans, but Asa would not be a good fighter without Ki at all. Like,
it's not just Rasengan. I mean, Jiraiya also taught him how to use how to control his chakra more and how to summon, right? Because if you remember, I don't know if you remember that part, but like there was a specific episode where Jiraiya explained to Naruto that Naruto used way more chakra. Like he depleted his chakra almost immediately whenever he used his Shadow Clones Jutsu. So Jiraiya actually taught him how to control his chakra more.
But that was only due to Orochimaru putting that 5 palm seal on him. It made his chakra out of flux,
Mm,
and Jiraiya
wait,
removed that
it was
seal.
wait. That's why.
Yeah, his chakra. Like remember when they fought in the Forest of Death? You know, Orochimaru did put a seal on top of Naruto's seal, and after that, Naruto had trouble controlling his chakra.
No, I think I remember this happened before that. Like they were just having a talk,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah. So it was right when he first joined Jiraiya, but Jiraiya, like he was trying to summon the frog, and then Jiraiya happened to notice it, and he was like, "Yo, this had to be the work of a legendary Sani." And then that's when he removed it,
Okay. Oh yeah.
and then
Now I remember.
That's when Naruto was able to summon the giant frog for the first time.
Mike, if you think about it, both in both cases, with Asta and Yami and Naruto and Jiraiya, without their respective teachers, they wouldn't have been where they are now. I mean, of
Naruto
course,
was still
Naruto would have still been ninja, but like he wouldn't have been as strong as ninja that he is now. If you get what I mean, or it would have taken way longer for Naruto to achieve something or to get to where he is now without
well,
Jiraiya.
well, you got to think, even with Jiraiya, at the end of the series, Naruto was still a Genin. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
That doesn't have anything to do with
Yeah,
Jiraiya, though. I mean,
Naruto.
Naruto is just dumb.
Jiraiya.
you are a product of your teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Wait.
Jiraiya
Jiraiya
wasn't a
was a
prodigy.
Sanin, okay?
He wasn't a prodigy
Jiraiya
at
was a
first, dude. He
prodigy.
took some time. It's crazy because if you think about it, especially Neo and Nero, you're caught up with the manga. Like both Naruto, Asa is at the point where he experienced a huge tragedy with his master. Not gonna exactly tell what happened, but we know that Jiraiya died for Naruto, and Asa something happened to Yami that's pretty important in the series. So it's I'm trying to. I think we have enough information to really compare the relationships properly. And I really like Asa and Yami. I might have to go
Yeah.
Naruto and Jiraiya though. Like it's tough.
Man, I'm going with Naruto and Jiraiya.
But I
Matter
think
of fact,
Jiraiya done more for Naruto as a whole than Yami does.
I'm curious to see what Neo said. What you think, Neo?
I mean, this is the hardest one of the whole bracket.
Yeah, I seen you were quiet, so I was like, he thinking over there hard. The boy focused.
Come on, let's
right
go.
now.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Say it.
I think like ultimately, as of right now, as of today, I'm gonna have to go with Jiraiya and Naruto simply because of the fact.
Beautiful.
Traitor! You traitor!
You have to realize, like, I definitely think that Yami and Asta have more potential, but it's definitely not fair to compare that to already concluded events that already happened. Like, Jiraiya already died. Yami has the potential to die, but he hasn't yet. And I think
Has
that
the potential to die. Wow.
I think
I'm gonna use that in a video one day. I'm gonna quote you on this. Yami has the potential to die.
Did y'all not just see what took place in the manga?
Well, Hiruto
Nah.
hasn't read the manga.
Nah, he talking.
I haven't read the manga, so
he talking
please
about
don't
the
spoil
word-
me.
The word potential just seems kind of crazy with death. You know.
I see
You
what
would-
you're saying.
You mean like it's possible that he could die. you know,
Yeah.
type-
Yeah.
So pretty much with that in mind, I think that depending on how the events in Black Clover turn out, it has potential to be better than Naruto and Jiraiya. I'm just saying at this point in time, it's not there yet because it didn't really finish. It's not completed. I don't. It's that's why Naruto has the upper hand in this one because their relationship is done because Jiraiya is dead, so their relationship is completed already, and it's a full story.
And plus, since we're talking relationships, you got to think about this. Naruto and Jiraiya, like Jiraiya was more like a father figure to Naruto. When it comes to Asta and Yami, Yami is more like I don't even know how to call him. Maybe like a distant uncle or something. Because like, I'm sorry, but like it's true. With Jiraiya and Naruto, they're like it's like a father son kind of relationship. But like with Yami and Asta, like I can see, like you said, there's real potential for them to grow. But like in this case, bruh, See, let me just say the moment, like that scene where like Jiraiya's spirit tapped Naruto on the back. I mean, bruh, I
That's what I'm
had just
saying.
have that at the back of my mind right now.
It's already completed. It has a definite advantage
Yeah.
because, like I said, Yami isn't dead, so he can't do anything like that for Asta. You know what I mean? Because it's not to that point in their story. I think it has a good possibility of surpassing Naruto and Jiraiya's relationship. I think Black Clover has a good possibility of surpassing most other shonen in general. But I can't give it to him on the fact that it's still developing. We don't even know. Like I don't have like prediction magic like Julius Nova Chrono. So I can't tell how the events are gonna unfold in Black Clover. As of right now, at the way it's going, it's definitely gonna be one of the best of all time. But you know, that's just wishful thinking, and that's what I just think. But I don't know for a fact yet until it actually happens. Naruto and Jiraiya already happened, so I can say for a fact it was a perfect relationship between
All
master
right.
and student.
So RT, I gotta thank you because before this video, these guys were my brother, but now they're traitors. I don't want them no more.
I mean, you're free to combat my points.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm with y'all, man. It was a tough call, right?
Yeah, it was really a tough call. It was really a tough call. Well,
Honestly, I think they're equal, but you know, to progress the tournament bracket on, if you must pick, I'll have to lean toward the completed relationship versus the not completed relationship.
fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, we
Yep.
are at the finals. This is to determine the best master-student relationship in anime, determined by us, of course. And we got Edward and Teacher versus Naruto and Jiraiya.
we
Not
already
Jiraiya.
we already know.
I
the
mean, come
winner.
on, bro.
Yeah,
We already know.
I
You
mean,
should have put Black Clover on the other side of the bracket.
Facts. You should have put Black
I
Clover.
mean,
mean, that's
if you,
more like a
if you watch
finals.
Katake Hitman Reborn, this would have won. So, you know.
It's a clear Naruto and Jiraiya.
Yeah.
We could just call it like the last. You could call it the semifinals round between Naruto and Jiraiya and Yami and Asta. We could call that the real finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm trying to think of a series where they had like a tournament arc and it was the fight before the main battle was pretty much the final fight, but everybody had stick
I
around.
mean, that
from the end.
happens in like the NBA
Tuning
finals,
exams, bro.
NBA finals all the time.
No, it happened in the tuning exams. I mean, Naruto and Neji was way cooler than Sasuke versus Gaara.
Or you could talk about Lee
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Gaara. Lee versus Gaara was better than anything that happened in the tournament in the round after that.
Bruh, when the weight
Yes.
dropped.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, even in
That's-
in the whatchamacallit. I don't know. Never mind. Anyway, Suda and Reborn. The reason why this is the best tournament, this is the best master student relationship in Shonen. These dudes are asleep. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, Suda and Reborn is the best student master relationship in Shonen. Like it's so great that the main character's name is Suna, but the series is named after his master Reborn. Like, that just tells you how great this series is, ladies and gents, right there.
Yeah, I mean that actually does sound pretty dope.
Like, the main character is a wimp, just like the character I talked about before. He's a wimp. He's even more worthless than Naruto and Asta. And, like, Luffy was actually pretty useful in the beginning of the series. Naruto and Asta. He's like his nickname is called No Good Suna, right? That is his nickname.
Yeah.
And
I heard about that.
he sucks at everything and he basically has no friends. Then this is a baby, by the way. This baby shows up to his house and tells him, "You're gonna be the next boss to the strongest mafia organization in the world." And this young kid starts screaming and is scared shitless because this little baby just told him he's about to be a mafia boss. even though he has no idea what's going on. And but let's just say this dude turns into the biggest badass protagonist you will ever see. Hey, so that's my final 2 cents on that.
Well, that's definitely on my watch list now.
Yeah, I'm about to say it sounds like something I need to check out. I always thought it looked cool, but I want to say when it came out, it was before I was really into streaming services, so I just never had no way to watch it.
Yeah, it's tough because like Hitman Reborn has some filler issues, but it's not bad. It's not Naruto filler bad, or One Piece filler bad, or Bleach filler bad. It's like filler, but it's like it's not unbearable, and it's still like entertaining for the series. It's just character stuff.
You want to know something though? Like an unpopular opinion.
What?
I actually enjoyed Naruto fillers.
You enjoy Robot Naruto and Ostrich Ninja?
Okay, maybe accept that one. But like, okay, to me, for example, like the fillers before Shippuden, bruh, those were good. Like there was so much character growth in Naruto.
I don't really remember those filler.
Some of the fillers
were after Sasuke left.
Yep, that was all fillers from the moment.
Yeah, that was all filler the moment.
Yeah, but like I actually enjoyed them because like I saw so many people started putting their trust in Naruto and stuff. You know, like it showed so much growth, even though they were fillers.
Yeah.
So
right.
Can you really count it as growth then? Because it didn't exist in the manga.
Anime canon.
There. Anime canon.
Man.
I'll say this, like this series, Katakyo Reborn, it starts off rough because it's just like Black Clover episode 1. It caused a lot of people to drop the series after episode 1. Katakyo Reborn takes a little bit to get into, but then once once you get into like the first main arc, which is like maybe 20-ish episodes in, that's when it starts heating up and it starts becoming fire as hell. So that's just a little warning.
Honestly, I didn't think the first. Everyone was complaining, but I didn't have any problem with the first episode because before the first episode, I never even read the manga for Black Clover. I didn't start reading the manga until.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with Black Clover either.
I
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I thought it was a pretty good first episode. I didn't start reading the manga.
Yeah,
I didn't start reading the manga until about episode 20 or 30, and I was like, man, this series is pretty good. Let me go check the manga out.
I think for me it was like episode 50, but yeah, I dropped Black Clover when I watched after the first episode. I was like, yo, what is this bootleg fairy tale Naruto One Piece mixture?
Yeah.
Bro? What if I watch it? That's my first.
No, I got those thoughts too, but like I was like, wait, I actually like Naruto, so maybe I'll like this show too.
It was like the combination of Naruto, One Piece, and Fairy Tail all in one series. I'm like, what? And he kept on screaming, which was really annoying. So yeah, I dropped.
I like the fact that he's not screaming that much now.
Oh yeah, he's a great character now. Great character.
Yeah.
Too many people complain
Well,
about it.
if I should mention an anime that like I didn't really like at the beginning, that would be Bleach.
Really?
What?
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm serious. Like when I started Bleach, I was like, okay, because at that point in time, I was like, okay, I want to watch every shonen anime, right? Like especially the big ones. You know, I watched Naruto, I watched Fairy Tail, and I was like, okay, let me start with One Piece and then Bleach. So when I started Bleach, I was like, okay, it's not that bad until like the ending of the first episode where the guy got his powers, and I was like, what? Is this how the dude got his powers? Because like I was expecting something like, okay, maybe with Naruto it was understandable, like when his parents died, they passed on Kurama to him or something like that. Plus he trained hard to get to where he was. One Piece, same thing. He ate that fruit and then he had to train in order to learn how to use it. Fairy Tail, same thing. But then I'm like, okay, Bleach, he stabs himself and suddenly he becomes a Shinigami. What?
Yeah, it's definitely unique for sure. For sure.
But I mean, they do explain that, but it's like later on in the series.
Yeah. That's
just like I'm watching, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
yeah, but, I mean, besides the fillers, yeah, it's definitely great.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
anybody ever wants shonen recommendations, I'm your guy. I pretty much watch like all the good shonen that's not like sports or food related.
Yeah.
I pretty much watch all of them. I'm
I haven't
like,
even watched Food Wars.
yeah, I'm
And
probably
people
Yeah.
keep
I'm
telling me to
probably
watch
gonna
Food Wars.
not gonna watch Food Wars anytime soon. I'm caught up with. I'm not caught up with Fire Force yet. I'm not caught up with Demon Slayer's manga, and
I finished Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. I loved it. A lot
I'm
of
just
people
gonna
hated
watch
the
the
ending.
anime. I'm not that into it.
Yeah.
Manga.
I don't know, maybe like with Demon Slayer, let me just say like maybe after like the train arc, it seemed kind of rushed.
Well, yeah. Well, they said the author, her family, like someone in her family was suffering from an illness, so she did want to go be by their side. So that's why she actually.
Okay,
That's why she
makes sense.
chose to end the series. But
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
All right.
but honest, I can respect her for it though.
Facts.
yeah.
Facts. Okay, ladies.
You want to know an ending that like people really hated
What's
in the
that?
manga? Domestic Girlfriend.
I'll never watch that series just cause
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Man, okay, the ending too feel kind of off, but like I kind of I respect the ending. Like I respect what the
What does
author
she
tried to
get
portray
with
in
her
the ending, because
stepbrother?
like so many people just hated it based on who the guy ended up with.
Her
But
stepbrother?
like I understood the feeling she tried to portray through the ending, and yeah, I'm not mad actually.
She ended up with her stepbrother, right?
No, it's the other way around. The stepbrother ended up with one of the sisters. I'm not gonna say who because people will might kill me that I spoiled it for them.
Hey, if you guys want to watch stepsister, stepbrother love, watch Domestic Girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Or if you don't want to watch that, watch Kiss Excess.
nice one.
That's one of like the cringiest incest stepbrother stepsisters anime ever.
Honestly, I dropped Durarara because I didn't like the incest stuff. I just can't get into
And then
it.
there's Oraimo.
That's the worst creation of all time. Anyway, this is Kickback Anime Discussions. Naruto and Jarya is the best master-student relationship in shonen, determined by us, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed.
By three of us.
By by all of us here. I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Kickback Anime Discussions. We will be back next Saturday. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we start live streaming for the most part. Don't know what we're gonna do yet. Also, on Wednesdays we do have this thing called Kickback Talks and Weave Chat. That's a new thing we're adding on Kickback. Basically, we live stream us and former guests and a temporary link in the Twitter for people to just talk about random stuff for about an hour. Pretty chill time. Hiruto was here last time, chatted it up. Good times, good times. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like the video if you're watching the video. Give some ratings on whatever podcast thing you're looking at. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Peace.